Grease and speed.
Grease is the word.
Grease.
I got you. Okay, great. So
Hi.
very nice to meet you
You
both.
too. Yeah. You as
What a
well.
film. Was it as hard as it seemed to make?
Probably. I think it was all around. The producer on this, Matt Baer, has been involved in this, trying to get this film made for over 15 years. So I think it goes back a long ways about the trials and tribulations that have been involved trying to make this movie come to fruition.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it was really hard. But we all knew that we were in service of something bigger than us. You know, we all knew the power of the book and had. I've read the book like a lot of times, and sort of it's a kind of a continuous inspiration. So it was like that thing of like we're in service of something that's like bigger than us, you know. And so that lets you, in some ways, be selfless about it and just sort of push yourself to your extremes.
Jack told me that when I asked him what was the one thing that he got, he had to catch in order to capture, in order to recreate and be inside the spirit of the film. He said the music, Glenn Miller, and all the 30s, 40s, 50s kind of style to get him into
He was
the
real.
groove.
The music was a big thing for him. I remember that.
What was
Yeah.
for you the one element that really got you inside the groove, the spirit of this film?
Spirit. For me, I had the advantage of having my character's diary that he actually had written throughout his whole time in the POW camp. Laura Hillenbrand, who wrote the book from Unbroken, had somehow got it over to me, and that was a huge thing, because it's John Fitzgerald on a daily basis taking an account of everything that's happening to them, the mental and physical punishment, and you're reading it in his words, so you're already seeing somebody's thought process in the motion, and they start to unveil their soul a little bit. He would speak of his wife and his son and how he missed them, but he never weakened, he never swam in a pool of pity. He was always hopeful for freedom and for the end of this war, and that was a huge help.
For me, for the character himself, I remember, I haven't thought about this well, but I remember Angelina like telling me that she thinks that Mac is like obsessed about the sharks, like that the sharks have sort of become like sort of nightmarish creature for him, and so whenever I would be like a little distracted or something or not inspired, I would sort of like go back to that, to like his sort of inner demon, which kind of keeps plaguing him. And I think keeps bringing up a kind of childish fear inside of him. That and then also I have to say, like, the book was always at my side, so it was always a kind of constant reference point, and also a constant like source of inspiration and of knowledge, because the research is so exhaustive that you didn't have to look much further,
Last question has to be about Angelina Jolie. Now, we as audience, we have an image of her which is a little bit of a still image, iconic. We don't know who she is, but as a director, how was she with you? How did she direct?
She's actually warm-blooded, and she's really alive, and she has kids.
She has a pulse.
She's a pulse. Yeah, she breathes even. She actually breathes. No,
She's not a sacred monster,
yeah, no, she's not sacred, and she's not sacred about anything, and she's not.
I think she's a little sacred. She's very passionate, about what she does, and when she puts her mind to something. I mean, I've seen within her that there's just this bulldozer that's not going to stop until, it overcomes its obstacles to complete this objective. She was very passionate about every aspect of this film, and Louis was her personal hero, and he became our personal heroes. So to have her, guide us through this, she was really the captain of a very large ship that dealt with a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and she steered it on home.
Yeah, I think she has a sign of a great director in that she has great vision and also great nuance and sensitivity. So,
Thank you.
she's the
Thank
real
you
deal.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.